Me and Bruce, Thanksgiving, we had ball games every year. It was 1970, Thanksgiving 1970. And Bruce wanted to go hunting. We were going to go turkey hunting and deer hunting up in the mountains, a place called Craigsfield. And so I had a ball game called a Turkey Day game in Thanksgiving. So I told Bruce, I said, I can't go with you. He said, well, I'm going to go up there and I'll come back and get you. So I played the ball game that day, and we played the regular big rivalry here, and we won. And then I came back home, and Bruce picked me up, and we took off. And it was late in the afternoon. It was probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock when we left. So we took
at the same time we raced with the train, ain't it?
Yeah, we got up there, and it's going on up there. And it was a long ways. It was always all the way up there where Virginia Tech is. That's where we was hunting at, Craig's Creek. Where the start of the James River is. That's where we was at. Craig Creek goes to the James River.
I see.
So we went up through like Sharksville, went over to After Mountain. It was foggy. And we got over in there, and Bruce had his gun in the back of the, loaded in the, this same one we killed a hog with, had it in the back of the seat. And that same 55 Chevrolet I was telling you about, that's what we drove up there. And had it in the back seat. So we're going down, coming across the mountain there, and all these, we saw a train going beside us, parallel to us. Between us and the train, there was herds of deer running between us and the train. And Bruce says, stop, stop, stop. And I said, what are you going to do? He says, there's deer. He said, we'll kill some deer. So he gets out, jumps out, gets his gun, and he has me turn around, so driving with the train, running right beside the deer, and he's popping, shooting at between the train and the deer, trying to kill the deer. And all of a sudden, as we come back down the mountain, we look at the end of the thing there, and at the end of the road where we were heading toward was a ranger station. And we were in a federal preserve, is where we was at, federal forest is where we was at. So as soon as we saw that, we knew we was in high cotton. So we stopped. He stopped shooting, and we had to turn around, and we went back up the mountain, trying to get away. But they were coming after us. We head up. He was driving that time. He got to outrun them, you know. Got away from them. We got to the top of the mountain. We turned back around and went right back towards them. And they didn't realize that they had, I guess they figured anybody with any sense wouldn't be coming back down the mountain towards them. And they passed it. We died laughing about that thing. You know, died laughing. So we got on the other side of the tracks where the train was, and another train come by. So it blocked us where they couldn't see where we were, you know. So we kind of hid out a little while. And so we went back over it. We went over the same mountain pass 3 times in this escapade. We got back up into the mountains there where he had been camping the week before. And we had an old tent. I mean, it was old. The thing leaked like crazy. We got up in there, and Bruce had left. He had eggs and coffee. And so we going up in. He loved coffee, black coffee, I told you. We stopped there at Craig's Creek, and he said, stop here. He said, I want to get some water for coffee tomorrow. You know, y'all had to have that coffee, that cigarette. So he goes there and gets his water out of the creek there, and we're going up in there. And he puts the coffee pot outside the tent there, and the eggs and stuff. So we going inside, and we like to froze to death. I mean, it was cold as crap. It was November, end of November. It was cold as hell in the mountains. And the tent we had was no good. It was leaky, and the sleeping bags we had certainly shouldn't have been in that kind of weather. And we were afraid. It was so cold you could see each other's breath as we was breathing. I mean, in nighttime. He shined the light. About every hour he shot light. Are you asleep? Well, of course I'm not asleep. You're going to keep shining light at my eyes. So we argued all night about him shining light at my eyes. Get up early the next morning. The first thing he got to do, piss and go piss, and then smoke a cigarette and make his coffee. So he goes there and boils his coffee, makes his coffee. It was funny as hell. He had a cup. He always carried the same cup, and he never washed it out. He said if you wash it out, it would take the flavor out of it. So he never washed his old coffee cup. Had that old white handled cup, you know what I'm talking about? He had a white handled cup with him. And he poured that cup of coffee out of that pot that it was wanted to. He put over the fire to boil, you know. Poured that thing, and had a big spout in it. He poured that coffee in there. I could see it just good. He was smoking a cigarette in one hand and had that little hat sideways. And he went over and said, go get the eggs and cook them. Eggs were so cold the night before, the eggs were completely frozen. They were solid. You couldn't even crack them. I mean, it was just, they were just nothing. I said, I can't crack the damn thing, it's so cold. I mean, we were freezing up there. And all of a sudden, I heard him, and what had he done, when we got the water out of the creek the night before, a little fish had got in coffee pot, and he cooked them, and he drank that coffee, a big wad of fish he got in his mouth, and he about choked to death. He didn't know what it was. It was fish and little minnow things, you know. I never laughed at my ass off that. But we went on out, and he was up with a rifle now, 6.5 millimeter. And we were walking up in the mountains there, you know, up and down, up and down. We was coming up the side of a hill there, and all of a sudden, the sun just above us just blanked out. And it scared the hell out of us. And then, well, you know what it was? A turkey. We, neither one of us knew a turkey could fly. So we'd always been around turkeys around the farm. We didn't have no clue that they could fly. That thing took off, and next time we're falling down the hill, and he's shooting at a turkey flying there with a rifle, like a crazy person. But boy, he was something else. Yeah, we didn't even kill a squirrel. We rode probably 350, 40 miles up there. Where we was at, he liked to choke to death. Didn't have no way to eat. And we were camped on, we didn't realize this at the time, but we was camped on one of the fire lanes there, so the place they called fire would burn up. Just up there not having no sense. Didn't even know anything about the mountains. Sure
right.
Did. And we hunted for 3 days, didn't kill not one, didn't even kill a squirrel, rat, nothing. Up there hunting. We should have carried shotguns because we could at least killed something, you know.
Right, yeah.
We didn't have any of our shotguns with us.
And Carl, you didn't know nothing about this at the time, did you?
Oh yeah, we told him.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah,
Well,
we'd always tell them our escapades, some of them anyway.